Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages for you. Yes. Hopefully for you. Yes, for you. We intended so. You are here, and so there are messages here for you. Let's get into it and see. Now, last reading, I didn't pull the Arcturians. I didn't get a rune. And how did that feel for everybody? Different, weird, something new, something exciting, just something exciting. It's good to mix things up. It's good to change and refresh. Part of why I pull cards at the beginning is because I can't actually do the hand shuffle with the deck when it's got so many cards in it. Like doing this part, it's just a little bit too many. So I throw a bunch down and pick it random, seemingly random, but is it actually random? Yes. The will of chance and the universe. Okay, there it is. So let's start here with destiny and truth. Okay, great place to start. It is true. It is new. It is for you. Destiny. What? Fast moving energy when you step out of your comfort zones, which makes sense, right? You are accessible. You are changing the flow of energy when you leave your little swirly vortex called home. Okay. Beautiful. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Okay. Right up here in the joy floor. Okay. Top floor, middle floor, bottom floor. No, there's no floors here. Okay. So the King of Pentacles speaks about being very grounded, very earth based. Okay. So in control of their material realm, gains, all of the above. This is about being financially secure, stable, go getter, very grounded, all of that jazz. Okay. And then we have the two overflowing cups, two coming together to supersize and overflow. Okay. Which is beautiful. And it could be about coming into divine union with yourself, within yourself. Okay, but we will see what else this reading is telling us. Okay, it's telling us that there's a reciprocating relationship coming outside of your comfort zone. And this is extra to share, to release. Let's just call it extra to release. Yes, because you can share, you can upcycle, you can give freely, whatever, right? Extra to release. Okay, so the star and the devil balance here. So the light and the dark, shadowing and shining. There also seems to be some doubts and fears around a sacred union. Like, do you not feel worthy to receive? Right? And I guess, if you've come as far as you have in your life, not really seeing evidence of this happening for you, it's a hard thing to believe it to be true, right? But it's very, very important to do so because it's your destiny, right? And we've got this emperor. This is, excuse me, this is the getting it done, the father figure, the king of kings, okay? And this is about blind faith, trusting in what is for you, in your truth, in your destiny. To not only have reciprocating and overflowing love relationships, balance, beautiful groundedness, but also to become one worthy of it. And only you decide that, okay? It's like the lobsters who have been defeated. They hold themselves very different from the lobsters who have won. Okay. So that's a beautiful start. We've got destiny, we've got groundedness, we've got things happening for you, we've got things flowing in fast towards you. And this emperor, let's look more at the emperor. What else has he given us? Follow through, honorable, rational, serving the greater good. She's so cute. I'm trying to get her to be off camera so she's not sitting right in the middle of everything. Though she's pretty cute. Okay. Whoa. So we've got this offer coming in. Look at this. Passionate offer coming in. Trust the process. This is strong. There's strength in this offer, this proposal. And this tempering. I feel like this is a tempering process here. This recognition of patience, your time will come. It's meant to serve as a not a consolation. Like you have an appointment, okay? And before you have an appointment, you may be worried, am I going to get in there? Will they see me? Will there be time? Will I have to wait forever? Whatever, right? And this is kind of like the appointment's made. So you're getting in there, it's going to happen, it's for you. So you don't have to, you just wait for your time, right? And it takes as long as it takes. There's like a grace to it, right? Like say you're at a bakery and you pull a number, you know that when that number is called, it's your turn, right? And there's there's this, you have to wait for it and all this kind of stuff. This is your patience. And all good things take time, Maybe your number's called when your cake is ready and you don't want to rush that. You don't want a soggy cake. Okay, and I feel like this offer's coming in here as part of your destiny. Oh, maybe it's here. Because when you step out of your comfort zones and you allow access, right? Trusting in your destiny, in your truth, in your freedom, that's when you have this reciprocation here. And I think this passionate movement has to be linked to this movement here, the ones very fiery here. And the strength, I'm going to put the strength up here because I love this idea of the balancing between the strength of your groundedness and your shining, right? Stars are in the sky. Pentacles are earth bound. And this balance, this type of union is very strong, strengthening, right? Because you're utilizing more of the available resources. You've got eyes on the ground and eyes in the sky. Got eyes everywhere. These kinds of things strengthen you. She's so sleepy. She's just passed straight out already. The world is yours to create. Okay? Yes. What you speak comes to be. What you desire desires you. What you want wants you. And will be yours. Oh yes, it will be yours. Okay. So I think this is here. And this is here. Because what you put out into the world comes back to you with the strength of the Knight of Wands. Okay? This is why it's important not to feed the fears, because then you get your fears back at you. So feed the love, and then you get the love back at you. Feed the love, because love feeds you. What do we got? More knights moving. This one is holding the cup. This offer coming to you as part of your destiny, okay, that you need to leap. I also feel like maybe this offer is also a leap of faith, right? Like say somebody heard about you and what you have to offer, and even though they haven't met you and they've only heard about you, they think that you would be perfect for this opportunity, and so they are sending you a message to be like, hey, we want you, as an example. Okay, because yeah, I mean, destiny, blind faith, and offer, I mean, you saw it. Can it be any clearer? Okay, it just wants to be right there, so we will let it be right there. It's coming in, your destiny, your truth. It's also about like delivering your truth, speaking your truth, having faith that your truth will be received by those meant to receive it, and that it in turn sets fire and impassions others, right? Because the star is about being seen, being heard, being in a position where of influence in some sort of way. Whether you're walking down the street and everybody turns to look at you and you're smiling and you make them smile, and now you've influenced, you've rippled, you've affected, you've done your job. You can't do that kind of thing at home, right? Locked up away in your comfort zone. You need to be out there doing that, out in the sky shining. And this is why we need that balance, because there's a time and place to come out and shine, and then there's a time to ground, fortify, and be one with the three-dimensional realm. Okay, so we've got this moon, which is kind of beautiful because it's like this balance of the light and the dark and the yet to be revealed. I feel like this is kind of over here because there's aspects, there's things not quite fully illuminated. We got the work. Okay, now I want to put it in both these places because the work at shining leading to excess. Yes, right? You getting paid for what you do. It's also giving me like people, others you were influencing. Okay, and then over here, it's like this work to keep the doubts and the fears, the devils away, right? But I feel like you've done that work already. So I'm going to stick this tentatively over here because I feel like something involved with your work, whatever that may be. Okay, you may be doing really well with work right now. People are hiring you, depending on what you do, right? Maybe you have finally mastered, developed all of the skills necessary to streamline what you do, right? Kind of like when you first start any job, it's harder before you start laying down your systems and your processes and strengthening the muscles and all that stuff in order for it to be easier. Okay, but I definitely feel like your work is contributing to your excess, so that's why it's over there. Okay. Yes, that seems more appropriate. Over here, you need to let go of all of the things holding you back. Devils talk about adversaries, things that come up against you, whether it's thoughts in your own mind. Oh, I can't do that. I don't deserve this. It's not for me. It's not true. I can't believe it. Or it's, and a lot of those things, this is part of that work, right? That's what we've been conditioned to believe as well. The shoe always falls or drops or whatever um, that term is, where, you know, if one good thing is happening, it means 17 horrible things are coming up next, right? And there's this anticipating of like, oh, when is the shoe going to drop? There you go. That's the term. Also, I'm getting like a transformation on the kind of relationships that you allow access to you, as well as the kinds of relationships that you give in, right? Like that old people pleasing person that would just give everything all up front, all on the table, and leave yourself open and vulnerable for those who just want to take. You are like, hi, I give too much. And they're like, excellent, right? So death and transformation to those old versions of self. Okay. Also, the versions of self that would push away healthy relationships for those same reasons, right? I don't deserve it. It can't be true. It's too good to be true. Something bad's going to happen. I better get out now. And it's a perfect little balancing point to the work, because that is the work. That's part of the work, is this rewriting your brain, rewriting the conditioned belief systems that we have about ourselves. You know, and at the end of the day, when you are an overflowing cup, and you offer it to somebody, and that other person is like, sorry, I don't want your cup, you know, it's not a devastating thing. It's not instant death, right? It's like, oh, okay, Well, there are those out there who do want my cup, and I rather, or I will go and find them, or I will keep shining and they will find me. Okay, and that's your discernment, your ability to recognize. And so, yeah, maybe you've transformed into somebody who is like, I will put one thing on the table. And now it's your turn. I don't want to put anything on the table. Okay, bye. Right? Before you give too much. That's what the King of Swords, he cuts all the tethers so that he can be free, so that he can fly without the excess weight or drag of anything pulling you down. Okay. So this King of Swords, the discernment king, and I feel like he's all kind of up in this area here. He's also the transformed king, and he's got the sword of truth, right? So he's choosing his truth, his destiny, his transformation over the doubts and fears, over the versions of self that aren't serving, the things that are keeping him away from this, from this, from this, from this, from this. Okay, from this. Yes. Okay. What else we got here? Consolidating your resources. Okay, so this is, I mean, it just feels right over here. For a second, let me think. Yes, because of your work, you are going to have to be careful. Like you might be, this is that excess, right? And this passionate movement here. So this could be a lot of people wanting to work with you, say, be with you, hang out with you, whatever. And you are going to have to really hone in on the things that lift you up, that bring you joy, and release the rest. Okay, so it might be over here because it's part of this King of Swords in its discernment to cut away the things that don't that aren't going to serve the bigger picture here. The Emperor holds the good of all, right? The what's best for all the people. And so, yeah, also, you know, you don't want to be weighted down by things. So you need to just take the necessities before you fly. Okay, and not all things are adversaries, right? Not all things are devils that you release. Sometimes it's just the way it is. Sometimes it's just the way it is. Okay. What's that? Justice ends the people. Okay, these are the ones that are on their way here. It's like Soul Tribe. What you put out comes back. Drawn to your light. Yeah, because you know the Emperor is also discerning here. Just, honorable. And then we've got the Justice. I'm actually getting you triggering people one way or another, right? By shining, because of your work, you trigger people. Okay, and it's almost like you're affecting other people's karma or spiritual work, right? By shining as an example of someone who has done the work, and people are like drawn to you, being like, why is she shining different than everybody else? Why am I so drawn to her? Or why am I so propelled? Sorry, I'm calling her because the figure looks like a her. The star. Okay, no gender. What is it about this star that's so shiny? I don't like it. It's too bright. Get away from me, right? Or, oh my God, it's so bright. I need to move closer. And getting really good, right? The Emperor has the tact to deal with this. So, and the discernment to deal with all the people that are drawn to you. Yes, 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 maybe. Anything else about that? Anything else about these people? I feel like Soul Tribe too, like other stars being like, hey, there's a star over there. Woohoo! Let's go say hi. And now we're a pack of stars. Okay. Go through one more time on this deck. And if there's any more cards that want to come out to play. Yeah, triggering can be tricky. Especially when you sense and feel that you triggered somebody. You know, you can tell because you look up and they're looking at you and they're smiling. Those ones are good. We don't mind those kinds of triggered people. Sometimes you look up and they're staring and they don't know. It's like they don't realize that they are visible and you're like looking at them and they're like looking at you and you're like, hi. And they're like, oh, hi. You can see me? And then there are those energetically instant repulsed. And those ones disappear. Those ones you don't meet. Those ones you don't make eye contact with because they're trying not to look at you, but their energy is. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Okay, so your transformation is successful. You are beautiful, shining, bright. Yes, your balance. But boundaries are a necessary part, okay? And your dedication to shining will expose any dark, shadowy areas that need to be shone light upon or whatever, right? Like the sun doesn't really concern itself too much with the shadows, but recognize that shadows happen when it shines. Okay, so I feel like yes and yes. Your reciprocating relationships, your overflowing cup, your patience will be rewarded here. This is a yes. This is the balancing of the light and the dark, okay? Over here, which is beautiful. I'm getting yin yang, which just makes sense with the reciprocating and the two of cups over here, okay? Yes. And then your transformation has made you strong. Your balancing, your work has led to an excess of wisdom, experience, all of these things, okay? Beautiful. Okay, let's put in, let's get a rune here to see what kind of confirmation, validation, or extra information about what we've already got going on in this reading. Now, I do refer to them as rune stones, even though they're cards, but originally they were stones. I just stopped using the stones because the set that I have, each stone is an individual shape. And so and also it's really, really noisy when I'm picking. But I was starting to feel like it wasn't fair. Like maybe inadvertently my fingers were picking ones that felt a certain way or whatever. So I had to make it more fair. And I had set an intention to get new stones. And then I was at the medicine woman shop in Nanaimo. And I was attracted to these cards. And I I don't have my glasses on when I'm walking around in stores. So I use different things as reasons to buy things. But anyways, I was attracted to this. I got it when I got home and actually pulled them out and looked at them with my glasses. I realized they were rune stones. And so it was like, aha, well, this will do. Will it? Because it's not giving us anything. Okay, rune stones. You want me to pick or you're just waiting to organize yourself here? Was that the one and I just chose not to? Okay, if you want to be part of this reading, flip yourself onto the deck here, onto the table, onto the drawing board. The drawing board. We're drawing cards on a board. Okay, Gibo, this is beautiful. This is about partnership and union. Okay, Gibo. Oh, hi, did you have a little nap? Cutie patootie. Okay, where's Gibo? Gibo. The swan knows the gift of lasting love. Joining with their partner, they exchange a promise and a bond of fidelity, allegiance, and trust. Ugh. I feel like that's what's going on in this Two of Cups here. Each lives in the harmonious cycle of giving and receiving while caring for, loving, and protecting the other. Oh, beautiful. Gibo is a beautiful, see, I told you, and generous symbol of sacred exchange. To receive, you must also release. Okay, that's why this part is important. When blessed, you should in turn bless. So something's going on over here about that. Gibo encourages honoring your commitments and contracts. The emperor is going to do that. And returning like for like. There's that justice. Okay, putting out and giving back what you receive. Union comes in many forms: love, friendship, family, and business. Hey, what do you think you're doing here? Sleepy? Beautiful. We love a gibble. Okay, let's get a mushroom card. I feel like the mushrooms want to come out and say something today. Hey. She spent the night outside last night. So there's a lot of neighborhood cats running around. I don't imagine she gets a good deep sleep like she does when she's taken up half of the bed. Hmm? Okay. Turkey tail. I thought it was Maitake. Don't get me started about Maitake. It was good while it lasts. I haven't had any this July. It's not over yet. But I mean, Maitake takes a long time to grow. It grows at the base of oak trees, which is kind of beautiful. The whole grounding thing. Okay, we've got the bamboo mushroom fertility. Ooh, someone's getting preggers. Okay, and being preggers can also be being very fertile with the ideas, with the creations, with the inspirations, with the newnesses that come your way. As its Latin name, Phallus indusiatus. Okay, I'll leave it alone. The center of the bamboo mushroom looks phallic. Does it? I don't know. This stinkhorn mushroom is good at what it does, and that is all about spreading its spores as widely as possible. Okay. I don't know why I'm giggling. Okay, this card represents having a thorough understanding of what is necessary to achieve what you need to grow and spread your seeds. Drawing this card suggests that if you set the scene right by understanding the relationships you rely on, everything will come to you effortlessly to ensure your survival and spread your seeds. It keeps talking about spreading your seeds. Okay, no, that's what you do when you're an overflowing cup. Okay, get your head out of the gutter. When you rely on others, you must understand their needs as much as your own to make any mutual relationship work. I feel like that's what the Emperor is all about, right? He's the keeper of the peace. He's the honor and just man. He's the one who's like making decisions for the good of the whole. So, okay. When you offer what you offer must be enticing and without having to do too much more. Others will spread the word because you have laid the foundations right. Being in relationships with other people can help you achieve and grow in ways that you necessarily can't on your own. Yes. The net you scatter is not to catch people, it is to help them get to where they want to be. You can show them how to overcome their obstacles, and in return, they help you overcome yours. Beautiful. That sounds like a reciprocating relationship. Drawing the fertility card indicates that something is about to spread and grow through the help of others. Or it may be you who is helping someone else achieve their dream. You have done the necessary work, and now you have to be patient to allow others to do theirs. Okay, that's what's happening over here in the under the butt here with people, and you're shining bright for all to see. Okay, so that's beautiful confirmations. Hey, Mouse, that's a beautiful confirmations. Okay, in light of her fluff, let's move to the kitty cards. See if any of these want to come out and play today. Oh, wait. I see flow, I see passion, I see intuition. But we will only take this little one. Yeah. Peace. Beautiful. Meet Serena. She will guide you to the sanctuary at the center of your being, the place of stillness in the midst of the flowing river of life. Ow! She knows the language of forgiveness and acceptance. If you are quiet for a moment and let your heart soften and open, she can teach you these true words so that you may rest your mind in the abode of peace. We cannot control the actions of others, but our perspectives, our feelings, and our choices remain in our power. Choose to be at peace even as you work through resolution, evolution, and change. Peaceful, peacefully being, peacefully being. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get one of these ones. Let's get one of these little affirmation cards. Oh, oh sorry. Oh, did that knock you in the face? Okay, she can take it. Okay, we've got, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Okay, yeah, what you seek seeks you. What you want wants you. This is it. Confirmation. And the answer is yes. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings me only good experiences. Okay, and there is no blame. There's no blame. Look, it's a kitty. I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. We are all doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness we have. Yes. This is why we continue to expand as well, to keep getting better and better and better. Okay, do we have time for some quick release mini D deck cards? Flow and radiate. Yes, go with the flow and shine. Radiate. You are rippling. Ripple out your love. Okay. There's a full confirmation. This is chrysalis state. You are extremely protected while you are changing, growing, shifting, loving. We've got a tower here that will lead you to your goal. So something unexpected coming your way. We've got sun confirmation, which is all of the good stuff. And we've got the moon right after it. We've got the sun and the moon. Okay, so there's more yin yang, balancing, gorgeousness. And yeah, okay. I don't think we could have any more yin yang balancing confirmations than that. Beautiful. Keep the hope alive. Okay, I think that's it, unless Mims ate something. Those are the messages for today. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And give a like if you liked, and hit subscribe if you aren't, and if you are already, I love you. Thank you, and thanks for coming back and checking it out, and joining me as we figure out and move along this life, this path towards our joy, happy, balanced love fest. Okay. All right. There's your messages. Mim's message for today is always self care. Clean yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to do it, because then you're going to walk around like a dirty little kitty. Okay. Okay. Love you. See you next time. Bye. Hey, say goodbye.